Hi, it's Elizabeth from Tyne Valley Motorhomes, and today we'll be doing the handover video of the Swift Kontiki 784. Just behind your driver's door, at the bottom of the vehicle, you'll find your fresh water drain off point. You can drain it off using your control panel on the inside of the vehicle, but this is where it will drain off. Just above is your fresh water filler point. So here you want to use your key to unlock the cap, and then you can twist and pop it off. You'll then want a hose pipe and some adapters, as some sites just provide the brass tap. You then want to put your hose pipe through there, fill it up until the freshwater tank is full, or until you've got enough water for your holiday, and then you can put your cap back on and just make sure you lock it with the key to stop anyone tampering with your fresh water. If you can't get to the tap on site, you can use your water pump to pump water in to your freshwater tank using an aqua roll. The next thing you come to is your hookup point. So when you're hooking your vehicle up, you just want to lift the collar of the cable and then just push it on. And then hook your cable up to the vehicle first and then to the mains. And then when you're disconnecting, disconnect from the mains and then your vehicle, as you don't want to be walking around with the live hookup lead. So next thing we've got is your gas locker. This will hold two 6-kilogram bottles, but at the minute we've just got the little dumpy bottle on. When you're connecting your pigtail to the gas bottle, just remember it's left to tighten, right to loosen, and you'll need a spanner just to nip it up tight. And you can turn it on or off at the top using this dial. And then once you've got your gas turned on, just push this black button down and it'll just let the gas go through the pigtail into the vehicle. If it's still not coming through, the crash valve might have just popped out. There's just this little yellow button here, so if you just push that in, then it'll all be okay. If you've got two gas bottles on, if one runs out, you can turn this round to the other gas bottle. Just make sure the white line is facing the pigtail that's got the feed to the gas. And then always have them strapped in nice and tight so they don't rattle around when in travelling. Next thing we'll come to is your external shower. So as long as you've got your fresh water tank full and you've got your water pump on, you can get your external shower, and then you just want to push this blue lever down, align it up to the point on the vehicle and just push it on. And then you'll have the tap water running. When you finish with it, just pull the blue lever and it'll pop off, and then just let all the water drain out of the pipes so you don't get the inside of your garage wet. Just below your gas locker, you've got your wastewater drain off point. So again, the switch is on the inside of the vehicle, but this is where the water will drain out of. When you are leaving a site and you don't want to travel home with the extra weight, you can dump it out before you set off. Just below your garage, you've got a pull-out wet box. So you can store all your boots, anything wet and dirty that you don't want inside your vehicle. You can pop them in here until you get home. It's just somewhere nice and clean to store them. And you've got your garage. On top of the vehicle, you've got your reversing cameras. And then you've got your fuel bike rack bars if you want the bike rack fitting. And then at the bottom of the vehicle, you've got your 4 reversing sensors. So on the other side of the garage, you've got your 3-pin socket. You've got a 12-volt and 2 USB ports if you need to charge anything in the back of the vehicle. You've also got a light switch. And you've got a couple of storage cupboards, and you've got a heating in the back as well. And you've got some tie-down points. So the next thing we'll come to is your cassette locker. So as long as the blade on the inside of the toilet is closed, you can pull the orange handle up and slide it out. And then to empty, you just want to open the orange spout, twist the cap off, and then you can empty it. If you press this orange button in, it just allows some air in and stops it from glugging. Once you've emptied it, fill it back with some water, give it another good swill around, empty it out again, and then put some blue or green liquid in the cap before you screw it back on, and then you can push it in, ready for use again. Just below your fridge vents, we've got your 230 external socket, and then next to it is your barbecue point. So you want an adapter and a length of hose to connect to your Kadak or barbecue. Once you've got your gas bottles turned on and you've got a flow of gas through the vehicle, you can turn this on and let the gas flow so you can use it. Just beside your passenger door, we've got your diesel and AdBlue filler. So to unscrew the diesel cap, you want to use your ignition key. And then for the AdBlue, when you're filling it up, if you go to sites and petrol stations where they take Arctic lorries, you'll find AdBlue on the pump, which is slightly cheaper than buying it in drums. Just on the inside of the passenger door are the ideal tyre pressures. Under the cab floor is your vehicle battery. And just on the inside of your passenger door is your bonnet release. Under the bonnet, the main things you want to focus on is your screen washer fluid. You've got your engine coolant, your brake fluid, got your oil, and then your dipstick. Got your negative here, and then your positive is just down here under this cap. There. If you need to give or receive a jump start, and then you've got your weight plates on the front of the vehicle as well. The first thing you want to do when you get into your vehicle is turn your main control panel on. And from here you can turn your internal lights on. You can then turn the lights on from different rocker switches around the vehicle. You can also turn your awning light on and off. And then you've got a couple of different lights around the vehicle that you can dim. Next is your power, so you can see your leisure battery, your vehicle battery. Then got your water, so you can see we've got 50% of your fresh water, 0% waste. If you're using your vehicle in winter, you can put the heater on, and this will just keep your water tanks above freezing at a tepid temperature. You can turn your water pump on, and then these are the two draining points. So if you want to drain your fresh water, just press the button, and again with your waste, if you want to press the button, it'll drain out your wastewater. And then this just shows your environment. It will give you your internal and external temperature and the humidity within the vehicle. To use your Aldi heating system, first thing you want to do is pick an energy source. So here you can either have 0 kilowatts, 1 kilowatt of energy, 2 kilowatts or 3 kilowatts, but most sites will be 2 kilowatts. And then you've got your gas, so you can turn your gas on and off. Next we've got your internal heating, so if you want to turn it on, to come to the top corner, it'll turn on. You can go from 5 degrees all the way up to 30 degrees. And then you can also increase and decrease your fan speed in the middle here. And the last one is your hot water, so you can have it on, off, on, or boost. If you have it on boost, it'll just take some energy away from your heating for half an hour to get you hot water quicker. You've got your large mirror in the bathroom, and you've got your tap, got a couple of cupboards. And then when you're using your toilet, you want to make sure you've got your water pump on, and then if you press the blue button, you'll get a flow of water into the bowl. And then you just want to push the grey lever across to open the blade, and then just make sure you have it shut after use. And when your cassette is full, you'll get a red light coming on here just to indicate that it's ready to be emptied. You've got your single beds in the back, or if you get your board and then you use your filler cushion, you can have a nice double bed in the back. You've got cupboards on both sides. You've got underfloor storage. You've got some drawers on each side. And you've got some hanging space as well. And on the driver's side, under the bed, right at the bottom, you've got your boiler drain off. So when you're winterising your vehicle, you want to make sure no water's left in your boiler, so just pull the yellow lever up and you'll hear that the water is coming out of your boiler. At the same time, you want to open your kitchen and bathroom taps so there's no water left in the taps through winter to freeze and cause frost damage. And at the same time, you want to drain off your fresh and wastewater tanks as well. At the head of the bed, you've got a mirror with some shelf space, and then you've got your USB ports, you've got your light switches, and then you've also got a nice little hidden cupboard. It just gently pushes to close it. To open your skylight, you just want to push the button in and pull the handle down, and then you can lock it in all the way open, or you've got a couple of little different points, so you can just have a little bit of airflow through the vehicle. Just remember that before you travel, you've always got to shut them and lock them in, as they can easily be damaged during transit. And then you've got your fly screen and your blackout blind as well. To open your windows, you just want to push the black button in and pull the lever down on all three. You can then gently push your window open to however far you want it, and it'll just stay there. And then to bring it in, just give it another gentle push and it'll come back. And then to lock it in, you just want to pull the levers down again, making sure that they're always locked in a closed position before travelling so they don't get damaged during transit. In the shower, you've got your board to stand on, you've got your shower, and you've got a little bit of cupboard space. You've also got a skylight that opens up to allow the steam out, and then you've got a drying rail if you need to dry your towels or wet clothes. And then to open and shut your door, you just gently bring it across with the handle, and you can push it in and gently slide it to open it again. Here we've got 3 gas burner hobs working. Just remember that once you've used them, let the metal fully cool before you put the glass lid down, as it will cause it to shatter. Here we've got the grill working on gas. Here we've got the oven working on gas. To make your front lounge and dining area into a bed, you just want to use your switch above your sink just to bring the table down. You want it all the way down so it's level with the base of your seats. So it's down and flat and acts as the base of the bed. Once your table is down and in position, you want to just gently bring your supporting bar out. You can then fold the table over. You then want to pull your base seats into the middle, and then your backrests need to flip round and slot under the backboard behind the cushions. Next thing you want to do is just gently pull the base out just above your consumer unit. Then fold it over, and then you've got a leg that just gently pulls down just to give you a little bit more base to the bed. So under the bench at the front of the vehicle, you've got your power supply unit. So when you've got your fuses, if you go on holiday, it's always advisable to take some extra just in case any of them blow, so you're not left without a fridge or lights working. You can easily replace them. And then you've also got your trip switch here. So if you're ever hooked up and you're not receiving power to the vehicle, just press this button here, and if this switch flips, it means there's something within the vehicle that's not working. However, if it doesn't trip, it means you're not receiving power, and it could be an issue with the hookup cable or the mains supply. And then if you're not using your van for a couple of months or even over the winter months, if you press this button down here, it will stop all electrical feed, draining the leisure battery, so you know you've got charging leisure battery when you come to use it in summer. You then want to put your 2 base cushions into the gaps here. You then want to turn your backrests around so this little indent fits under the wood at the back. Then want to put your 2 last cushions into the gap to make the bed up. And here we've got your double bed at the front of the vehicle all made up. On your steering wheel, you've got your arrows on the left side that can flick through different settings on your dash. And then on your right side you've got your cruise control. You've got your windscreen wipers. And you've got your indicators on this side. When you're on your home screen of your radio, you've got your maps, you've got your radio, and then you've got your phone if you want to connect it. So if we just go to music, you can flick through your different radio stations. You can choose FM, or you've got your Bluetooth. Next one along is your AC, so you've got your temperature here. You can increase your fan speed, you've got your AC, and then you can choose where the air is directed. Next you've got maps. Then you connect your phone if you want to. And you've got all your different settings, so you can change your language, you've got your clock, your date. Quite a few different settings that you can scroll through. And then on your apps you've got quite a few different. You've got your Bluetooth, you've got your comfort, your controls, you've got your DAB, your device, your driver profiles, you've got your phone, you've got your settings, software updates. You've got quite a few different apps to scroll through on here. And then below again you've got your air controls. And you've got your 12-volt socket, you've got a USB socket down here as well, and the new C charger. And you've got your hazards. You can mute, unmute. You've got your volume as well on here. You can lock the van from the inside. You've got your traction control, your hill assist, and you've got your 2 cup holders below that, and you've got another USB socket just down here.